Elon Musk just made $1 trillion. And a lot of you guys are thinking, okay, this is an insane milestone or good for him or, that's a lot of money. Just mutual thoughts. But it's really worse than that. The average person will never make $1 trillion in their entire lifetime. So to say that Elon Musk, no, not even 1 trillion, most people in the world right now do not have 100K in their bank account. So Elon Musk having 1 trillion, that's like 0.1% of all of his money combined in his bank account right now. He is above humanity. Now, I know that sounds crazy. Oh my God, Elon Musk is not God. Bro, Elon Musk is IRL God. Now, that's a crazy statement. I am not trying to compare him to an actual holy figure. It's just that compared to the average individual, they could not stand in his presence. And it's really sad because the average person, let's say you work at a hospital, right? You go to college, you spend 10, 15 years of your life becoming a doctor. You want to help people. You want to change it for the better. It's not going to do much. You're going to have a lot of money. You're going to make money. Good for you. You're going to be able to survive compared to somebody who works at McDonald's, compared to somebody who works at Amazon. But then you're still going to be nothing. Compared to Elon Musk, who's a businessman, who does a lot of things, you are going to be nothing. And you have to spend way more of your life compared to what Elon Musk does on a daily basis. And again, I know that he spent years of his life trying to do this. I know it took lots of dedication, lots of work, and he probably had to be extremely consistent. That makes sense. That is understandable. But it's still insane to me just how much he did it. And there is no way you make that much money without doing something illegal. There's no way at all. He had to do something. He didn't get caught doing it. He made it. He probably doesn't do it anymore because that's just bad. Why would he ever risk his career like that? But he had to have done something in the past. Now, like I said, you're probably not going to make it with a regular job. So you have three options, really. One of them you can't even do. If you're a girl, you go do OnlyFans. Some of you guys think OnlyFans is bad. Blah, blah, this. You can't sell your morals for money. That's the difference between pride and actual reason. OnlyFans, top 10 OnlyFans creators make more money than NBA players. Do you know how insane that is? NBA players make less money than OnlyFans creators. Meaning, as you are an attractive individual and you sell your body on the internet, you are going to make more money than somebody who has worked his entire life to get here. Number two, you start a business. But most of the time, that's really not going to do anything. If people want to talk how businesses are the holy messiah, if you start a business, you're going to work out. If you start a business, it's going to be hard for a bit and then you're going to evolve and people are going to go to you. You're going to have a lot of money. That's not how it works at all. Yeah, you're going to eventually get players, people who come to your business or people who go and play your game if you make games or people who subscribe to your YouTube channel. But whatever happens, you aren't guaranteed to make it. You could spend $20,000, $30,000, $100,000, $200,000 on marketing, on business. There has been businesses that have put out millions of dollars into their business and they have still bankrupted and still failed. Just because you start a business does not mean that you will ever make it. So that's another downfall in society. And you might say, bro, if it's really this much of a problem, just tax the billionaires. Just tax the billionaires. But that's also not how it works. You've seen the Mr. Beast live stream. Mr. Beast, he's a billionaire, right? He has a lot of money. He is the youngest billionaire ever in the world. He only has $60 to his name. $60. He said it himself. The average person has more money in his bank account than him. You want to know why? Because he escapes taxes. Billionaires don't have a lot of money on them. They usually have equity. They usually have stocks. They usually have houses that they're using to rise in profit before they sell them. They don't have pure just money in banks or anything laying around. So everyone who says, oh my gosh, tax the billionaires. Oh my gosh, charge them more. Blah, 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 blah. That's not how it works. Society is made in a way where the rich will stay at the top, the broke will stay at the bottom. And yeah, the middle, they could rise up, but they'll never be rich, rich. They'll be good. They'll be higher than average, but they will never compare to the top 10 people controlling society. I fully believe that there is just all these rich people in the world talking and controlling half of the people in the planet. I know that's some conspiracy theorist stuff, right? So I don't really want to go too deep in it. But if you have this much money, you could spend 200, like I said, you have $1 trillion, right? You could spend $250 million a day and you would still be perfectly fine. You would still have more money than the average individual. You could give $100 million to the entire planet right now. And not 100 million. You could give $1 million to the entire planet right now. And guess what? You still will be perfectly fine no matter what you do for the rest of your day, unless you physically gamble all your money. But guess what? Even if he gambles all of his money away right now, let's say he gambles $200 billion on blackjack and he loses. He still has stocks. He still has equity. He still has more money than that. $200 billion is something nobody, the average person, will never release in their entire life. And for him to just easily, and I mean without a doubt, pull out that money and he could gamble it all away and still be fine in life shows that something is wrong with society itself. You shouldn't be able to gamble that much money and still be perfectly fine. Then there's the final route, being a criminal. I know you guys might say, oh my God, criminals don't make that much money. What are you talking about? Bro, criminals make a lot of money. Not the low tier street dealers, not the thugs who go run on blocks, not the goons. I mean, the people up top. That's what you really got to do in order to break out the cycle. You're not gonna break out the cycle working a regular. Now, I'm not telling you to go off the street and go and try to join a criminal organization. That's not what I'm trying to tell you to do. If you got that from that is not what this video is associated with at all. Let me just say that again. It's not associated with this. But you will have more support. You probably will make more money. Not more money. If you just stay a goon, you just go work a job. Like I know people that got into the streets at a young age, they die. I mean, it's a very risk heavy life. You're gonna die. Blah 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 and you might not make it ever top at all. But if you do, you are going to have way more support than the average person who is working a job who went to a hospital. And does that show something wrong with you? If the only ways you could genuinely make it up top is either be the 1% that is a successful business, either be a girl with an attractive body to start an OnlyFans, or number three, become a criminal drug lord. Those are the only three options. Or not even that, become the number one criminal. Unite all the gangs on some, I don't know, My Hero Academia stuff, whatever. Those are the only three options that you have. That is insane to me. It should never, never, ever get to this point. Like, and don't even say, oh my God, I could become a YouTuber. Oh my God, I could become a rapper. Even you could become a rapper, a YouTuber, whatever. You will never, ever, ever reach that much money. YouTube itself does not have $1 trillion. No rapper in the world has $1 trillion. How are you expecting to reach $1 trillion or million or billion, that much billions of dollars, if no other rapper or YouTuber before you were ever able to make that much amount of money? You're not that different. I don't know. I'm kind of going on a rant now. It's just society is fucked. Nobody in the world should have that much money. I mean, if I was like hypothetically, if I was in his shoes and everybody was screaming to tax me, you can't. You literally, I already explained it earlier. You physically cannot tax them. So everyone's saying tax them, tax them. Oh my God, tax them. Are just like idiots. It will never happen. But I would be mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I really worked my entire life for this money. Like you really trying to take it away from me. Oh my God, I'd get mad, right? But even still, there are so many starving kids in the world. Like Africa, America. I know America low key seems way better off than Africa. There's a lot of people with schools. Most people watching this has phones. They're watching this on a computer, a TV. They're well off in life. That just because a country is better off than like a bad country, that sounded crazy. Africa isn't a bad country, but just because a worse off, like it doesn't have as much resources. That's a better statement. Just because America has more resources than Africa doesn't mean that they aren't both having bad environments. There are so many kids out there that genuinely don't have food to eat on, don't have places to sleep on, don't have they're sleeping on the dirt. And Elon can easily give. There are countries that aren't even worth $1 trillion. Do you know that? That means that Elon Musk is worth more than an entire country. Does that sound? There is 10 billion. Let's just say there's 3 million people in this one country, right? Elon Musk could walk in that country and physically buy out the entire country if he wanted to. If that doesn't say that, oh my God, we're losing our minds to you, that is insane. That is insane, bro. Anyways, though, there are just starving kids, kids who can't eat, kids who are going to the streets because they have no other resource in life. And Elon could fix that. Elon, I'm not saying he has to. I hate it because listen, no disrespect to anybody who is in those environments. But when I go to the store and they give me the option, do you want to donate $5 to church or charity? I press no. I press no. And I understand, listen, I'm broke. I don't have any money to my name, right? Like if I had money to my name, I would give the money to like the charities and stuff. Not that much, but a lot of enough money to help people, right? Like at least 10, 20, 30,000, right? If I had like 100,000, I give like 30,000. I had to save 70K for me. But Elon could give 100K to like 2 million charities in the world. He don't even blink their way. He don't care. If Elon wanted to, he could give like $10 million to donate to sickle cell therium right now. Help solve sickle cell that's been killing millions of kids, millions of adults for their entire lives. He don't want to. If he wanted to, he could donate $200 billion to cancer treatments. He don't want to. He has so much power. Like I said, he is worth more than some countries because some countries aren't even worth $1 trillion. So he is worth more than some countries, and he physically will not help some of these kids or people or illnesses or things in this environment. And it's like, it's sad. It's really sad. No one should have that much power. No one. Like we're living in a dystopia right now. Like if the fact that he's literally worth more than millions of people combined is insane to me. But all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, hype, whatever the fuck. I don't even care. Um, Goodbye, guys.